Hello again, everyone. Now, in my last video I showed you how I was putting the actual burrows together, half and half. They'll come together. So you can see I have pretty much all of them here. They're all glued up and in pairs, and they'll be ready to go to put together. But anyone who is a real board game fan knows that there's something really missing from here. With any board game, where do you start from? How do you get from burrow to burrow? Where are the normal playing spaces? So this part is showing you how we do that. And we're doing these big boys right here. The actual start spaces, regular playing spaces, and I even made another space that will be used to actually go from the playing spaces to the burrows. So this video is showing you how we're going to do the start spaces and the regular playing spaces. There's two sizes, and it all starts with just regular plain ass wood, and we're going to go from there. So as you can see in my diagram here, those start spaces here and here, and the green, and just to let you know, the green signifies like nature, the environment, whereas this part here is like the city and concrete. So we're doing these paths here, and of course the arrow space is the one I showed you that allows people to go to the different burrows after walking along the path. So with the wood that we have here, I got some green colored stain, and I measured out the amount of space I need. So this top part is where the start space is going to be, and the rest is going to be the playing spaces. I'm just going to put the stain down, separated by the tape, and once that's done, I could put the lines on and actually put the color on the start space as well. So as you can see, I put on about 2 coats of our green stain here to represent the grass and nature of Mississauga. And we're going to let them dry, and then once it's dry, we're going to start the spray painting of the top, and that's going to be the start spaces. And once that's done, we can put in the lines and the stenciling for the start spaces. So now that our green paint is now set and I put the 2 layers on, I'm putting the lines down. Now using my green painter's tape, I measured out the space that I need, the intervals for each space, and then using the wood boards and my black spray paint, I'm putting down the lines. So as you can see, I did most of them already. Just grabbing my boards. I just don't want any splatter on the rest of the board, on the rest of the main board. So I put these here like this, and in that gap between the green tape, that's where the line goes. And one even coat all the way down. And that'll give me, once I let it dry, remove the green tape, and that'll give me my playing spaces. And I'll just put some spray at the very top, which is going to be the start space. We'll stencil it, and pretty much these playing spaces will be done. So there you have it. As you can see, my boards are pretty much done. I'm actually kneeling on the bigger piece, and here is the smaller start spaces with the actual path, and each one of these is an actual space for people to walk on, and it might not look that big, but each one of these is about 13 inches, so more than enough space for people to walk on, and there's enough space here for at least 2 people per space. So that gives you a pretty much intro to the actual start spaces and the walking spaces with this game, so people can navigate around. And then pretty much what's next is trying to put this thing together, letting you see how this game will actually come together as one. And hopefully I can find a space before my launch event to actually put it together, because I've been making this game separately in modular pieces, but I have yet to actually try to put this thing together. I'm hoping that my measurements were correct and that this thing will come together quite nicely. So cross your fingers for me that this works out, and the next video will be putting this thing together.